Hi y'all, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I am going to share with you our new homeschool schedule or homeschool routine, plus I'm going to show you how I reverse plan. So stay tuned. Okay y'all, so if you are new, welcome to my channel, Pursuing Peace. My name is Dina and I am a homeschooling mama of 5 kiddos, 7 and under, and on this channel I share my passions for Christ, for homeschooling, and for encouraging mamas in their faith, and in this amazing, even though it seems like they drop their pencils like 15 times a day. Is anybody with me on this one? It's still an amazing season of motherhood. So if you'd like to join me on this journey, then click the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to click the little bell icon so you know whenever new videos pop up. You can also follow me over on Instagram at Dina_pursuing_peace. Okay, so most of you have probably already started your homeschool and you either have a groove going, or if you're like me, it takes a few weeks to kind of get your groove going and get your routine just settled out. And so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, is our new homeschool kind of schedule routine that I am going to show you. These are each their individual things that they have to do, their schedules throughout their day. I'm gonna kind of show you how that plays out a little bit. And I did come out with a video about my planner and everything that is inside my planner. I will leave that linked down below so you can check it out if you haven't already. But what I wanted to share with you today is how I reverse plan and how I set up my planner to be able to reverse plan efficiently. So I'm going to show you both of those things, but before I do that, I wanted to thank the Early Nest for sponsoring today's video. And the Early Nest is a subscription box. And it's a toddler activity box with a hint of nature. And when they asked me to review their subscription box, I was like, yes, please send one of those my direction because it looks so good, you guys. The Early Nest is a monthly subscription box that provides high quality, carefully curated, and research-based activity boxes to keep toddlers and preschoolers meaningfully engaged and not just busy. They include all supplies and instructions in each box to make it super easy for us mamas. And they focus on developing cognitive, fine motor, pre-academic, and visual discrimination skills in your child while supporting you in your parenting journey. And all of the activities are inspired by Montessori and Forest School. And you guys, these activities are so good. When I first opened this box, like they just kept coming out. It was so funny. I'm like, oh, surely this is the last activity. Oh no, surely this is the last activity. No, just keep coming. I believe there are 7 activities in all in this box that they sent me. And it seems like this box has a little bit of everything. It's got some nature study in here. It's got some art appreciation. It's got some book recommendations. It just has so much. I was so excited and pleasantly surprised when I saw this box. So I highly recommend it. And later on in the video, I'll be showing you how we incorporate this box into our daily schedule. And the best part of all is that if you decide to subscribe to this subscription box, you will be helping support a fellow homeschooling mama. Her name is Meg, and she has 2 children, and she is super sweet. And Meg has offered to give my followers a discount. All you have to do is punch in the code DINA10, that's DINA 10, and you will get 10% off of your first month's box. I'm telling you guys, it really is worth a shot. So if you are interested in checking out the Early Nest subscription box, I will leave the link down in the description box below. You can also check them out on Instagram, and I will leave that down below as well. So thank you so much, Meg, for your beautiful work and for partnering with me in today's video. So thank you to the Early Nest for sponsoring this video, for sending me this package. We are loving it. And I'm going to show you how it plays into our day. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you this schedule, and then I'm going to show you inside my planner. All right, you guys, so this is the little kind of wall space between my kitchen and the schoolroom. And if you saw my homeschool room tour video, you saw, you know, where I got all of this stuff from and everything like that. So, but today I'm going to focus in on these schedules here. I've got one for each child. And the way that it works is each of these are either 30 minutes or 20-minute sections. So let me give you a close-up of what one of these looks like. This is Abby's, and I created these on Canva, and I really wish I could share them with you guys, which, I mean, I could share mine with you guys, but it probably won't make a difference. What I could do, and I'll probably do this, is I will put them in my Google Drive, and I will leave the link down below, and I won't put the name here. I'll just put daily schedule, and I'll probably do like a green one so it's a little bit more gender neutral. And then I'll leave kind of this blank, and then I'll put the check boxes and stuff, and then I'll leave this blank, and obviously the pictures are going to have to be like not there either, but I was thinking you guys could even have your child draw in the pictures if they wanted to, and you know, it kind of makes it their own. So if you wanted to do that, you can, or you could just not have pictures, but I wanted to share this with you guys, so I will share kind of a blank one in my description box. And yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know how to kind of make them editable, and of course the pictures would change, so I don't know. Anyway, so this is Abby's daily schedule, and this is her morning routine, and I'm trying to teach them to get up, change their clothes, brush their teeth, you know, go potty, wash their face, and then what she does is she cleans their jurisdiction. They all do this. They clean their jurisdiction, which their jurisdiction is basically their room, and poor Solomon has to clean his jurisdiction, like his room, all by himself. But the girls, I actually divided their room up because all three of them are in the same room, so I divided it up so that way they only have to focus on their jurisdiction. So they do that for 15 minutes, and Abby specifically has to feed Jack, which is our dog. And I'm trying to teach them to do it right away as soon as they wake up, so they don't have to like worry about it later on. So, you know, just trying to habit train them, I guess, is what it's called. You know, just kind of teaching them, okay, we wake up, we get ready for the day. And that's just kind of what we do. Whether we go anywhere or not, doesn't matter, but we are just ready for the day. That way, if we do need to go somewhere, we are ready to go. So then this is their homeschool schedule, basically, because then we have breakfast and we have devotionals and all of that, but that's not on here because that's kind of just, you know, family time. But then this here, the bulk of it is their homeschool schedules. When I start homeschooling, this is what they're doing first. So the three big kids will go and do their handwriting, as you can see here. Now, while the three big kids are doing their handwriting, I'm doing ABC School with Adeline, which is the Letter of the Week program. And so we're doing that, and I set a timer for 30 minutes. And if they finish their handwriting, they can go play. So it just depends on them. If they finish, they can go play for the rest of the 30 minutes, or some of them really love their handwriting, and we use the handwriting from the Good and the Beautiful, and so they do it for 30 minutes. So it just depends on them and their day and their mood. You know how it goes. And I don't have one of these for my toddler, my almost 2-year-old, because, well, she can't, no, you know, it just won't work. So her, for that 30 minutes, I have her just kind of playing in the schoolroom with us, just like right here. I get some toys, or I give her a snack or something. So that's kind of what happens in that first 30 minutes. The timer goes off. Then I give myself 5 minutes for transition, because you know, it's not going to just all of a sudden transition, right? So I give myself 5 minutes, and my CC director gave us these nifty little timers that, oh my gosh, I love them. They are such, oh, we used to use, I won't say it very loud, but Alexa. But it was just kind of crazy. And then I'm in here, and so in our Alexa is over here, and then I'd have to scream, you know, stop, and it was just kind of, it worked, but it was a little bit crazy. So I love being able to use these where it's just a little bit more discreet, and all I have to do is, you know, turn it in order for it to stop, and it's right in front of me. So I love those things. So thank you so much, Landy, for for giving those to us. Okay, so that was our first 30 minutes. The next 30 minutes, so Abigail will go and play with Emily and Adeline. Emily is our baby, so actually I put her down for a nap. I tried not napping her in the morning, and she got a little bit fussy. So I decided to just switch that. So Abigail will go play with Adeline. Solomon will have an audiobook. He'll actually take my phone, and I have the app Scribed. I think that's how you say it, Scribed, or I've heard it pronounced another way. I can't remember, but I have that, and so he will take that, and right now he's listening to Paddington.
Several times, Mrs. Brown asked him how he was, until eventually Paddington...
And he's like really loving that one, but they have so many great kids books on there that it's just perfect for him. So he'll go take it to his room, listen to his audiobook. And now it's Aubrey's turn. So Aubrey will go and do language arts and math with me. And actually these two are together. It only takes me 30 minutes to do both with her, because she's in kindergarten, so it doesn't take very much time. And then Adeline will go and, okay, this says handwriting, but she actually doesn't do that anymore. She goes and she plays with Abigail. So this is when Abigail and Emily use the Early Nest subscription box, and they go and they play and they read together, and it has just been an amazing time to see them kind of just getting closer, because now Abby can focus on Adeline, and she doesn't have the 2-year-old, you know, to worry about. She can focus, and Adeline just loves playing with her. Sometimes they'll go outside and play if the weather is nice. Sometimes they'll, we actually have some bikes and stuff in the garage, so sometimes they will just go into the garage and play. Sometimes, you know, they'll do whatever. Sometimes Abby just wants to read a book to her, you know. Just a really fun, amazing time for them, and I'm really, really enjoying having that subscription box, and for them being able to actually do like crafts and stuff, and for Abby to take responsibility and take charge and care for her little sister. So I'm really loving that time that they get to spend together. So after that 30 minutes, so now it's been an hour, right? So 30 minutes is done. I give myself my 5-minute cushion time to switch. Everybody switches. I love that. Everybody switches over. So now Abigail is gonna do language arts with me for only 15 minutes, because it only takes me 15 minutes. She's in 2nd grade. It takes me 15 minutes to do her language arts. She has independent work in there, and she does that for another 15 minutes. So this is 30 minutes. So 15 minutes with Abby, and then Solomon will come and do his language arts. Aubrey will get snacks for Adeline and Emily, but Emily's still asleep at this point, so she gets snacks for herself and Adeline, and a lot of times she'll get snacks for Solomon and Abigail also while they're doing their work over here with Mama. And it's just, that has been so neat to see her kind of blossom in that also, where she just takes control. She takes the reins, and she just grabs all of the different things for all of the people. And sometimes I have to help her. If they want apples, I cut them up, you know. If they want something that's out of reach in the pantry, then I have to grab it for them. But that's what my 5-minute cushion in between all of these, that's what that's for. And then she just grabs the stuff. I do have to watch that she doesn't grab too much of a certain snack, you know, of things that she loves. So I do have to watch that. But for the most part, my brand new 5-year-old can grab snacks for everybody, and it's been wonderful. So Adeline, here's the end of hers. So the end of hers is snack time. So really, like for my preschooler, she has preschool with me for 30 minutes, and then she plays with Abigail, and then she has snack time with her other sister, and she's done, you know. And even that, like playing with Abby and snack time with her other sister, that's all kind of fluid, you know. So if she really just wants to go play, she can totally do that. Okay, coming up, back up here to Abigail. So the next 30 minutes, she can go and do typing. Sometimes she does that. Sometimes she decides she wants to just go play or go read or something like that. I don't make her do typing every day, and that's completely fine with me. So she does what she wants to do at that point. Solomon, he's already done language arts, so the next 30 minutes he's doing math with me. And then Aubrey is pretty much done at this point. My kindergartner, she's done. But she does have to wear an eye patch, my sweet girl. She's got to wear an eye patch on her left eye for an hour every day. So I put this right here as a reminder for her to do that. And then again, Adeline is done. So now it's really just my two big kids. My other two go off and play, and they can go outside, go in the garage, they can kind of do whatever they want. At this point, my toddler is awake, so my toddler will either get snacks, Aubrey will help her get snacks, or they will, just all three of them play together. Now, please don't get me wrong, it's rarely ever a harmonious day where everybody just loves each other and there's no fighting and no screaming. There is usually chaos in the background when they're all running and playing. Sometimes it's not, but for the most part, there is noise happening in the background while I'm trying to do work with these two. So please don't think that all of this is just, rainbows and butterflies, because it's not. Sometimes it is rainbows and butterflies, but it's rainbows and butterflies painted all over my wall, So it's that kind of house. Okay, so the last thing for Solomon is that math. So once I'm done with math, he can go off and play. He can go off and join all of the other kids, or he can go do whatever he wants. And then my last half hour is with Abigail doing math. Now, there is some kind of not wiggle room. What do I want to call it? It's not exactly a half hour or an hour, that last little bit, just because both maths have independent work. So I actually only take 20 minutes with Solomon. The rest of it he does independently. And while I'm doing 20 minutes with Solomon, Abby's doing her independent work for math, and then I come and do 15 minutes with her, and then that's it. That's the end of our school day. So it's actually less than, it's not a half hour of math with him, a half hour of math with her. It's kind of, I don't know, Solomon. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's probably more like 30 minutes, and then they're both doing independent work separately. Babs, what you doing?
Wait, are you talking about all of us?
I am talking about all of y'all. So I hope that helps. I'm still not sure if I'm going to do a day in the life video, just because when I film, it definitely kind of disrupts a lot of what happens in here. So I tried to film a little bit for you guys to kind of see it a little bit more, but I hope this helps and gives you an idea. So basically, I set a timer and then everybody switches. I thought about in public school, how do we do it in public school? Everyone goes to a class for a certain amount of time, and then the bell rings and we switch. So that's kind of what we do here. Like, I set an alarm for a certain amount of time, and then it goes off and we all switch to the next thing. For the most part, it gets a little fuzzy towards the end of these two, but for the most part, that's kind of what happens. So yeah, guys, so this is our new schedule, and now I'm going to show you how I reverse plan during all of this. Okay, so this is my homeschool planner. It's got a little pocket on the outside of it. I have a whole video of what is inside here, all of the different tabs that I have and how I set it all up. I will leave that down in the description box below, as well as what pens and highlighters and markers I use, the stickers and all of that kind of stuff. So again, I'll leave that down in the description box below. But what I want to show you is kind of this layout here, and this layout was made for me by my friend Jess over at the Neutral Planner, and I will leave her Etsy shop down in the description box. You can get 20% off if you use my code. I'll leave that down there below. You can get 20% off all of her homeschool layouts. So I'm going to show you 3 different things. I'm going to show you, this is like next week's schedule. We're in the middle of this week, and then I'm going to show you what a full week's schedule looks like. I didn't quite want to start here because I know if I saw this, I'd be like, whoa, that is It has a lot of stuff. But because I know what everything is, I'm like, oh, this feels like a productive week. So what I want to do is I'll start over here. So basically, this is how I set up the week before we even get to the week. And I go through and I color code all of these. So this whole section, this whole row is my calendar. This is for symposium and all the symposium planning, which I haven't gotten to that week's yet. And then I go through, I've got Abigail, Solomon, Aubrey, and Addie, which is Adeline. And then I go through and I put down LA for language arts, math, and then handwriting in a little checkbox. And I do that for all of them except Adeline, because hers is a little bit different. We're doing letter of the week. So basically what I do is I do that for all of it. So see all of this, and then I will, this down here, I should tell you, it's daily learning notebook, and that is in the letter of the week program. I just want to make sure that I do it. So I just check it off when yes, we do it. And I do have a video about the letter of the week program, all of our curriculum video. I will leave the playlist link down below so you can go if you haven't seen, you know, what I'm using as homeschool curriculum for all of my kids. Okay, so now I basically set that up because what I'm going to do is whatever lesson we finish that day, I'm going to write it in here. So for language arts, I'll write in, you know, lesson 20, math, lesson 17. Did she do her handwriting? Yes, check it off. Now for Friday, I do go through and write down what lessons that they did over in my checklists right over here. So basically I have this checklist. So I have written down all of their lessons. So for example, for Abigail, level 2 in the Good and Beautiful's language arts, there are 120 lessons. So I go through at the end of the week and I cross off how many lessons we have gotten done that week. This gives me a really good idea where we're at visually throughout the year, and lets me know, okay, do I need to beef something up? Like, do I need to do a little bit more extra here, or can I take from math, because math doesn't take us that long, can I do it over here? You know, it's just something like that. It's just visual planning for me. So I go and I check those off. So at the end of the week, instead of just checking a box for handwriting, I will go and, you know, actually ask them to bring me their book and write down what page they're on so I can go and check it off on the checklist. So that's basically what I have. This is what it looks like. I set all of these up, I set all of this up, and then anything that I know is happening, you know, so like for Sunday, I actually put a sticker on Sunday, so I don't plan anything that day. It's an intentional day of rest for the Lord. And that doesn't mean we don't do anything on that day, but it just means that I am not going to plan anything because I'm going to trust that I can rest in Him that day and not have to scramble around and try to get, you know, play catch up or anything like that, because I'm going to trust in Him and rest in Him on that day. So I put a sticker on there intentionally so that I don't plan anything that day. And then here on Wednesdays, middle of the week, we lead a Bible study, a life group at our church. And then I do have other things, like I have another Bible study here, and then we do BSF here. But I didn't write them in because they change sometimes, not this one, but this one changes sometimes, so I don't write that one in. But I probably will write BSF once it really gets going. I don't like writing stuff in and then it doesn't happen, so I wait a little bit for it. So this, as you can see here, this is we've already had Monday. We are on Wednesday. We finished Wednesday's homeschool. So as you can see, I went in and I wrote, she finished lesson 24 on Monday, and then finished lesson 25 in language arts, lesson 20, lesson 21, handwriting both days. And you can see here I wrote some things down that we did for symposium. I do plan that ahead, and it's just little extra things, and then I'll write down, like here we did a little bit of the green ember box that we have, and I will show you that in another video. But I will write down, okay, what did we read for cuddle up time? What did we read for read aloud time? And so I'll write that down a little bit later on. Up here for the calendar, these are actually water cups for me. I'm trying to do 5 a day, and so it's 3s here. I usually get to 3, but today I'm already at 3, so I'm hoping to get to 5 today. And then here's my list of to-dos and just different things like that. So so that's what that is. And then again, this is what a full week looks like. I don't have anything on Wednesdays because this is our community day for CC. And then I just like to write little quotes like this. I read here in the sandbox, which is part of Classical Conversations. And it was just, oh, such a good reminder. And it's just been my prayer since I've read it. It says, please fill my words, facial expressions, and actions with the tangible expression of your love. And of course, it's the love of Jesus. In Jesus' name, amen. And I pray that for myself every day as I'm going through. And what got me is like, yes, of course, your words, but your facial expressions and then actions. Like, what are you doing? Because our actions, you know, speak louder than our words. And so, oh, Lord, please help me with that every day so that not only my kids could see it, but others can see it through me too. This is another quote that I got from the sandbox. True learning is an act of humility. And so I couldn't find anywhere to write it. I was like, where should I write it? It's just put it up there. I need to get me some washi tape to do that with. But yeah, so that's basically what a whole week looks like. And that's how I reverse plan, you guys. So the only thing I plan ahead are symposiums. I wait till Wednesday. So tomorrow, community day, I will come home, sleep, because that's kind of what happens after community days. I will sleep, and then I will wake up just a little bit before our Bible study, because we do have Bible study, and I will plan. I'll get the sandbox out, and I'll plan symposium for the next week, and that's kind of how we do that. And I will be having a video on what we do in symposium and how our schedule works for that, because I do have a schedule outside of this, like what we do every day for symposium, which is our morning basket. I should mention what that is. It's our morning basket. So I am going to come up with a morning basket video here in the next couple of weeks for you guys, so y'all can see what we do with that. So yeah, basically that is it. That is how I reverse plan. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. All right, you guys, well, that was it. That was our new homeschool schedule and how exactly I reverse plan and how I just make it a little bit more efficient so that way I can reverse plan quickly without really even have to think about anything. Because you know, in the middle of the day when you are in the throes of homeschooling, your brain is a little bit mush, right? And it's so hard to recall things. So that has helped me just be a little bit more efficient and not be in my planner all the time as I'm trying to work with my kids. Thank you again to the Early Nest for sponsoring this video. I will leave a link down in the description box to the Early Nest, and also with that coupon code so you can get a discount on your first box. It's just so fun and so simple and just a fun time with your toddler. And like you saw, if it's not you with your toddler, it could be another sibling, an older sibling with your toddler, and it's just such a fun and special time for them. They have really grown closer because of it, and I have just really enjoyed seeing that. So okay, you guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Click the little bell icon so you know whenever new videos pop up. And let's be friends. Follow me over on Instagram at Dina_pursuing_peace. All right, you guys, well, I hope that you are having a blessed day, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye. Well, I wasn't recording. That's great. See my planning video. No. Note to self. What am I even saying? I don't know if that's all I wanted to say. Okay. Guys. What are y'all doing?
We're playing in the pantry.
Okay, don't eat everything, okay? Don't eat everything, okay?
Okay, we will eat everything.
Well,